Hey everybody, it's me, Deb. That was a great talk last night online, and I'm going to figure out how to send the link out to all of you for both last night's talk and the one the night before. And Kate and I look forward to seeing you tonight. Got a little sad news in that Kate has high fever and vomiting all day today. So you got me, but we'll have a good session tonight. I wanted to tell you that I've spent some time today reading and responding to a lot of your blogs, and I wanted to talk about one thing that I included in the resources, but I never really explained, and that is the cleanup monster technique. And it is something that I invented in order to cope with some very humiliating work I was doing with a child who I couldn't get to do anything I wanted her to. And this is long before I was trained in ACT. She was a child, I will call her Ruthie, and she was 4 years old. She had Down syndrome, and I worked with her for 1 year as a play companion as part of my training at Bank Street. I met with her weekly, both in her home and at her school. At her school, there was no room for us to meet in, and we often had to play in the hallway or somebody else's empty classroom, and transitions were horrible for her. Understandably, not having privacy was really hard, and moving from one space to another. I had a little play bag with some great toys in it, and once she got used to me, our sessions were a lot of fun. When I first met her, just to set the tone a little bit, just like the child who could only say sit down, shut up, and F you, this child called me stupid, yelled at me, screamed no, and called me, I'm going to say it, folks, she called me fucky. That was her favorite word for me. She liked to spit on me. And it took quite a while before she trusted me. The child was heavy set with low muscle tone, and when she didn't want to do something, she just threw herself on the floor. And it really, if you can picture me trying to maneuver her out of a hallway with many classes walking by and people staring at me, and her doing all of this behavior, it humbled me tremendously and taught me a lot. And hence, the cleanup monster was something that I came up with. I literally would get behind her and scoop my arms under her armpits and pull her body up between my thighs with her feet resting on mine. Then I would put my hands over hand, each of her hands, and say, I'm a cleanup monster, and I hate cleaning up, and I don't want to clean up anything. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it over there, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put it over there. And you can imagine that it didn't take long for her to be giggling hysterically, and that it came to a point where she would actually ask me to do the cleanup monster. It really moved her beyond whatever power struggle we were in and helped her transition. And I know this is not what I would call an empathic part limit setting thing. This really was a creative distraction that actually gave me physical control over her and helped make cleanup a little fun. So you can watch the video. That's part of the resources. It's also linked to the limit setting lesson. You can click on it, and it's an example of a 7- and 4-year-old brother and sister enacting the technique, which is kind of funny. Anyway, keep practicing, keep trying, own your authority, use simple language, and just enjoy this. And I'll see you all tonight at floor time. Take care. Bye.